The translation of Surah I'm going to read now is Surah number 29, and the name of the Surah is Al-Ankabut, which translates to the words the spider. In the name of Allah, the compassionate, the merciful. Alif Lam Mim. Do men think that once they say we are believers, they will be left alone and not be tried? We tested those who have gone before them. Allah knows those who are truthful and those who are lying. Or do the evildoers think that they will escape our punishment? How ill they judge! He that hopes to meet his Lord must know that Allah's appointed hour is sure to come. He alone hears all and knows all. He who strives, strives for himself. Allah does not need his creatures' help. As for those who have faith and do good works, we shall cleanse them of their sins and reward them according to their noblest deeds. We have enjoined man to show kindness to his parents, but if they bid you to associate with me what you know nothing of, do not obey them. To me you will all return, and I shall declare to you all that you have done. Those that accept the true faith and do good works shall be included among the righteous. Some profess to believe in Allah, yet when they suffer in His cause, they treat the persecution of man as though it were the punishment of Allah. But if your Lord gives you victory, they say, we are on your side. Does Allah not know what is in the hearts of men? Most certainly, Allah knows the true believers and also the hypocrites. The unbelievers say to the faithful, follow us and we will bear the burden of your sins. But they will bear none of their sins. They are surely lying. They shall bear their own burdens and other burdens besides. On the day of resurrection, they shall be questioned about their falsehoods. He sent forth Noah to his people, and he dwelt amongst them for 1,000 years, less 50. Then in their sinfulness the flood overwhelmed them, but we delivered him and all who were in the ark, and made the event a sign to mankind. And tell of Ibrahim, he said to his people, serve Allah and fear him. This would be best for you, if you but knew it. You worship idols besides Allah and invent falsehoods. Those whom you serve besides Him can give you no provision. Therefore seek the bounty of Allah and worship Him. Give thanks to Him, for to Him you shall return. If you deny me, likewise other nations before you denied their apostles. An apostle's duty is but to give plain warning. Do they not see how Allah initiates the creation and then reproduces it? This is easy enough for Allah. Say, roam the earth and see how Allah initiated the creation. Then Allah will create a later creation. Allah has power over all things. He punishes whom He will and shows mercy to whom He pleases. To Him you shall be returned. Neither on earth nor in heaven shall you be beyond reach, nor have you any guardian or helper besides Allah. Those that disbelieve His revelations and deny that they will ever meet Him shall despair of my mercy. There shall be a woeful punishment. So naught was the reply of Ibrahim's people, except that they said, kill him or burn him. But from the fire Allah delivered him. Surely in this there are signs for true believers. Ibrahim said, you have chosen idols instead of Allah to promote mutual affection among you in this world. Then on the day of resurrection, you shall disown one another and curse one another. Hell shall be your home, and none shall help you. But Lut, Prophet Lot, a close relative of Prophet Ibrahim, had believed in him. He said, I will leave home for the sake of my Lord. He is the Mighty One, the All-Knowing. He gave him, Ibrahim, Ishaq, Isaac, and grandson Yaqub, Jacob, and bestowed on his descendants prophethood and the scriptures. We gave him his reward in this life, and in the life to come he shall dwell among the righteous. And remember Lut, who said to his people, "You commit indecent acts which no other nation has committed before. You lust after men and cut off the highway. You turn your very gatherings into orgies." But his people's only reply was, "Bring down Allah's scourge upon us, if what you say be true." "Lord," said he, "deliver me from these degenerate men." And when our messengers brought Ibrahim the good news, they said, "We are about to destroy the people of this town, for its people are wicked men." Ibrahim said, "Lut is in it. We well know who lives in it." They replied, "We shall deliver him and all his kinsfolk, except his wife, who shall remain behind." And when our messengers came to Lut, he grew sad and troubled on their account, for he could not protect them. But they said, "Have no fear, nor distress yourself. You shall be delivered with all your kinsfolk, except your wife, who shall remain behind. We shall bring down a scourge from heaven upon the people of this town to punish them for their sins." Surely we left that city a clear sign for men of understanding. And to the people of Madian we sent their brother Shoaib. He said, "Serve Allah, my people, look forward to the last day, do not corrupt the earth with wickedness." But they disbelieved him. So the earth shook beneath their feet, and when morning came, they were prostrate in their dwellings. Ad and Thamud we also destroyed. This is granted for by their ruins. Satan had made their foul deeds seem fair to them, and depart them from the right path, keen-sighted though they were. And Qarun, Pharaoh, and Haman, Moses came to them with clear signs, but they conducted themselves with insolence, powerless though they were to escape us. Each of them we seized for his crime. On some we sent down a violent whirlwind, others were seized by the dreadful cry. Some we caused to be swallowed up by the earth, and yet others we drowned in the water. Allah would never have wronged them, but they wronged themselves. Those whom they took besides Allah may be compared to the spider's cobweb. Surely the spider's is the frailest of all dwellings. If they but knew it, Allah knows what they invoke besides Him. He is the mighty, the wise one. We coin these similes for the instruction of men, but none will grasp their meaning except the wise. Allah has created the heavens and the earth in truth. Surely in this there is a sign for true believers. Proclaim the portion of the book that are revealed to you and be steadfast in prayer. Prayer fends away indecency and evil. But the greatest thing is to remember Allah. Allah has knowledge of all your actions. And do not argue with the people of the book except in the best way, unless it be with those among them who do evil. Say, we believe in that which is revealed to us and which was revealed to you. Our God and your God is one. To Him we surrender ourselves. Likewise we revealed the book to you. Those to whom we gave the scriptures believe in it, and so do some of those pagan Arabs. Only the unbelievers deny our revelations. Never have you, Muhammad, read a book before this, nor have you ever transcribed one with your right hand. Had you done either of these, the unbelievers might have doubted, but in the hearts of those who are endowed with knowledge, it is clear revelations. Only the wrongdoers deny our signs. They ask, why has no sign been given him by his Lord? Say, signs are in the hands of Allah. My mission is only to give plain warning. Is it not enough for them that we have revealed to you the book which is recited to them? Surely in this there is a blessing and a denomination to true believers. Say, Allah is an all-sufficient witness between me and you. He knows all that the heavens and the earth contain. Those who believe in falsehood and deny Allah shall surely be lost. They challenge you to hasten our scourge, but had it not been for the appointed term, they would have been overtaken by punishment. It will overtake them all of a sudden without their knowledge. They challenge you to hasten the punishment, but hell will encompass the unbelievers, when our scourge will assail them from above and from beneath, and Allah will say to them, taste the reward of your own deeds. You who are true believers among my servants, my earth is vast, therefore serve me. Every soul shall taste death, and in the end you shall return to us. Those that embrace the true faith and do good works shall be forever lodged in the mansions of paradise, where rivers will roll at their feet. Blessed is the reward of those who labor patiently and put their trust in Allah. Countless are the beasts that do not bear their provisions. Allah provides for them as He provides for you. He alone hears all and knows all. If you ask them who it is who has created the heavens and the earth and subjected the sun and the moon, they will say Allah. How then can they turn away from Him? Allah gives abundantly to whom He will, and sparingly to whom He pleases. He has knowledge of all things. If you ask them who it is that sends down water from the sky and thereby quickens the earth after its death, they will reply, Allah. Say, praise then be to Allah, but most of them do not understand. The life of this world is but a sport and a pastime. It is the abode in the hereafter that is true life, if they but knew it. When they embark, they pray to Allah with all fervor, but when He brings them safe to land, they serve others besides Him, showing ingratitude for our favors and reveling in wanton ease. They shall before long know. Do they not see how we have made a safe sanctuary while all around them men are carried off by force? Would they believe in falsehood and deny Allah's goodness? And who is more wicked than the man who invents a falsehood about Allah and denies the truth when it is declared to him? Is there not a home in hell for the unbelievers? Those who fight for our cause, we will surely guide to our own paths. Allah is with the righteous.